Hello and welcome to a Star Citizen End of 2022 podcast with me, the lovely BoredGamer. Say hello, BoredGamer. Hello. And the lovely Zin. Say hello, Zin.
Hello, Zin.
Perfect. I didn't say hello, Zin. Did I? Or maybe I did.
I don't know.
Who knows anymore. So, someone was right. It was you. No open PTU, no 3.18 by the end.
No, I said there's probably quite likely going to be an open PTU, but I don't think it'll be live by end of the year.
Okay, so you were wrong as well. Perfect.
No, I was half right.
Oh, that is...
Which is better than all wrong.
Oh, no. So yeah, we've got no 3.18 live build for the end of 2022. That's what I was hoping. It's going to be early January, mid-January, late... Someone in January. I think we're probably getting early January, we're getting open PTU, because I was expecting open PTU to turn up by the end of the year, but that's not the case. Like I was expecting it to turn up like over the last week, and it just hasn't. So we've got Wave 1 PTU still. It's a lot more stable than it was in its original release of Wave 1. Like now I can jump on and play it and get all the gameplay that I want and mess around. There are still a load of bugs. It's an alpha and it's a PTU super like test build of an alpha, so bear that in mind. But yeah, we'll be getting a load of footage and gameplay for that after the new year, because it's really hard to get footage and gameplay and get videos done around Christmas because everyone's busy. Zin's got days off. Ugh. Oof. Ugh. And there's so many bank holidays and things which I have to abide by, apparently. I still argue this fact every time there's a bank holiday. I'm like, what? Bank holiday? Oh, just piss and moan. So, as it's the end of year, Zin, and I constantly get asked questions about Star Citizen stuff, and lots of questions about you and your Star Citizen-y sort of likes and dislikes or whatever. I'm going to ask you some questions. I thought we'd both answer them, but what is your favourite flyable ship in game, Zin?
Favourite?
Your favourite flyable ship in game. Favourite.
I don't know.
You've got to have one. You've got to pick one.
I don't have to have one.
For the sake of this question, you do. I mean, let me just add to the question.
Well,
you can only have one. There you are.
Possibly my most flied ship.
Yeah,
flown ship is the Cutlass Red.
Okay, I do know you have a lot of love for the Cutlass Red.
It is good old reliable. There may be a better ship, like a ship that I would like more, but I haven't had a chance to fly it, maybe?
Do you have one in mind?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, well, so we'll go with old reliable. Like the Cutlass Red, you did say that actually, that in the your favourite ships.
Showdown.
Yeah, the Ship Showdown little video that Cloud Imperium, I think, used a copy of. You did say Cutlass Red. Obviously for me, it's the vastly superior to the Cutlass Red, the Mercury Star Runner. That's its tagline. Just a load of people doing that because they don't have one. Noobs. I just absolutely love Mercury Star Runner. I think it looks beautiful. It's asymmetric, and I like it for it. It's got lots of little hidden tunnels. It's got cool little buttons. Its lighting's great. It's got a chessboard. Don't know why I like that, but I do. It's got a cool like amount of combat-y pew-pews, and it can do a little bit of everything in game. Yeah, just absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic ship.
The Cutlasses have had a bit of work done to them as well. Like, they have different buttons and stuff now. You can't close the hatch by just looking at it anymore.
So, yeah, as they bring lots of the ships up to gold standard, which is obviously a constant changing sort of goalpost shifting standard, ships like the Cutlasses and stuff will keep on getting updated, as far as I'm aware, because they're so popular and going to be used in, I think, Squadron, assumedly. I don't actually know what ships are used in Squadron, other than like the Aegis, Javelin, the Gladius, the Hornets, things like that. So there's some that are obviously used and we've seen used, but there's going to be a load more that are used by the OMC and the Vandal and stuff like that we haven't, we're not 100% sure yet. So moving slightly further on, Zin, what is the concept ship you're most looking forward to? You've got concept ships. You're like, oh, I really like that one. Oh, that one's cool.
I'm quite looking forward to the idea of, so this is going to be a bit broad. Well, not very broad.
Yeah.
But the idea of, actually, no, I know which concept ship I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah?
The Apollo.
Oh, just another medical ship. You're just a medical hoe.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, the Spirit E one.
So what, the VIP transport one?
Yeah. So VIP transport. What's the other ship? The one Zen really wants.
The Genesis Starliner.
Yeah. So I like the idea of being able to give people, like, doing
hospitality and
hospitality, but like being a taxi service sort of thing.
Yeah. You want to be an air steward. That's what Zen said.
Yeah.
He wants to be an air stewardess. And I was like, okay. I mean, he really, really does want to do that. So, yeah, there's some cool, silly mechanics, I think, in Star Citizen. I think a lot of people agree with you that the Apollo seems cool. Were you not too into the Galaxy, even though it's got a medical module? Did you prefer the Apollo?
No, I prefer... I think I'm more into specific, like, this is what it's for, sort of thing.
Focused gameplay that's, not modular. Yeah, okay. No, I get you. For me, there are, unfortunately, a lot, and even though I gave us in a hard time, of... You can only have one. I've got a lot of love for the Banu Merchantman. I've got a lot of love for things like the Perseus. I think it's probably going to be the Pioneer for me, just because I don't look at it. So it's not the ship that I love. It's the idea of base building gameplay in a factory, unfortunately. But that just overrides my heart.
So obviously... It was supposed to be a base building ship, and that's how you built the bases. But now they've gone, actually, you can build bases anyway.
Yeah,
but this might make it easier or cheaper or something like that.
So, yeah, you might be able to build bigger bases, better bases, more to a base. Obviously, do it cheaper and more efficiently. But it sounded like they also wanted to make it a mobile factory and actually be able to do other stuff as well other than base building. That's what it sounded like to me. There's a lot of unknowns, and I think... when there's a lot of unknown, it actually makes me want something more because I just imagine what it could be. Oh, the dreams of this ship, which obviously leads to huge amounts of disappointment. But I mean, I'm just used to being disappointed. I just and for that reason, I pick the Pioneer. So yeah, Pioneer, love it. I think it's the ship I'm most looking forward to. Now, Zin, this is something that you will not get in trouble for. And I know there's going to be far too many for you to choose from, so you can only pick one. Name something you hate about Bored.
Oh, where do I start?
No, you can only have one. Come on, Sin. Oh, no.
Your incessant need to have things organised when other people are happy to just play it by ear.
Okay, which is a strange thing, because I am so chaotic. Yeah, okay. No, I get that.
Like me and DC are just like, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And you're like, when are we going to be playing games? What's going on? It must have this organised.
I need some form of organisation, otherwise nothing gets done. No, nothing gets done. Playing it by ear, I understand that, but if you're all ears, nothing gets said. Bam! That was a piece of homespun wisdom for you that you can take to the bank. Shit, son. There's nothing I hate about Zin. She's the perfect employee. You see?
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, there's a lot, Zin. There's a lot. The fact I have to pay you, that's
I'm
pretty
whiny.
high up on there. So I'll tell you something that no one here will know, really, and that is Zin is an erratic beast when it comes to, is she playing solo or cooperative? You're playing a co-op game with Zin, yeah? You don't know in what mood she's in, and if she's doing something that she is doing entirely solo, that you've then gone, oh, Zin, have some berries. I don't want your berries! I'm getting my own berries! Because I'm doing something with food, and you'd know that if you could read my mind. And then she walks off, and you're like, oh, she's in a bad mood now. And then later on, she'll be like, I've died. It's like, why? I starved to death. I didn't have enough berries. Okay.
This is true. I'm trying to be an independent woman, goddammit.
If we're playing a co-op game, we're playing a co-op game. But see, this is the thing as well. This is why I like a level of organisation to, are we all on the same page? That's all I want. And sometimes we are not. We're all aloof beasts and we all have a huge amount of flaws. Let me just make that very clear. Anyway, what are you most looking forward to in 3.18 feature-wise, Sin? Bam! 3.18's out alive. It's all working perfectly. What's your favourite feature?
Probably salvage.
Okay.
Just going out, finding a wreck, and just chilling, and Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash Simulator, it's cool. And I do quite like, especially with the little salvage updates that they put in one of the PT builds, where basically the hull's a bit thicker. It's actually quite a good laugh. And we need to do some Reclaimer gameplay together. Maybe grab Zen as well, do some Reclaimer stripping. But for me, it's soft destruction. The ability to have all those ships being paralyzed, effectively permanently disabled. You can then salvage them if you want, but boarding, you can do some cool boarding actions. You can go looting. I like loot. I like looting.
I know you do.
Not as much as Zen, but I do like my loot.
Zen likes looting, but he also likes just gathering, and looting kind of comes within that.
I like adventure with a payoff, so that's why in Rust I love the toiling for a couple of days to get explosives and then blowing up someone's base to get into their loot rooms. Oh, I love Rust so much for that. And I'm not much of a PvPer. And Zin has been so broken by Rust that I think it just causes you just mass anxiety, doesn't it? Just thinking of it. So sometimes I just go, Rust! At her and she just cries. So that's for 3.18. 2023. All the features have come out in 2023 that we are expecting, or 4.0's come out and all that sort of jazz, yeah? What are you most looking forward to potentially arriving in 2023?
Arriving?
In Star Citizen, feature-wise. What feature that might turn up, could turn up?
I don't know, because I'm not entirely sure what features are coming.
So realistically, with like 4.0, we're talking about pyro, server meshing, jump points.
I think jump points are going to be cool, like, because it's like a little gameplay thing to try and get through them without messing the ship up. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be when they last talked about them. End of 2019?
And it is lore-wise, so...
Yeah, that's true. But can you imagine how many people... It just can't destroy your ship, surely, if you do it totally wrong.
Yeah, I think that's something they... I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, no, that's ominous. It's like you know something I don't know. I don't like that. For me... Oh, sorry, Karen.
I was going to say, I think probably pyro, but because of the potential that all the pirates and that are all F off to pyro and leave me alone.
Yeah, so it's nice that they'll have a focused area for more outlaw and PvP behaviour. Higher risk and reward in pyro, so obviously other people are going to want to go there. But when people go there, they know what they're signing up for, and they'll bring escorts and that sort of stuff already. So, yeah, I think it's going to change the way the lore and the security and all those sort of systems work. And I'm really enjoying the sort of updates they made to lore and the gameplay in 3.18 even. So they're obviously building towards that. I think I'm most looking forward to just 4.0 in general, all coming together. I suppose it's server meshing. It's realistically what I'm looking forward to the most, because then we can start to have a game that is an MMO rather than just a small server-based game. I say that, but I mean, the resource management system is also pretty high up on my list, just because proper multi-crew gameplay, and ship circuitry, engineering, damage control, all that sort of stuff is just super important and would actually make the game pretty cool. Like, I love the idea of long times to kill on larger ships and running around trying to repair stuff and being disabled and potentially repairing your ship even after someone thinks your ship's been destroyed in a big fleet battle. Oh, yeah, it's there's some cool stuff we could have there. Yeah, so that's 2023. That's the things we're sort of looking forward to. Me and Zin have been playing... So Zin and I have been playing a game recently called Bonding Ambivalence.
Yes.
Which is surprisingly good fun.
Surprisingly good fun. When I played the tutorial, I was like, oh, monkey, I'm not sure about this.
Well, it's because we've got the wrong roles. You wanted a role that was better suited for me, and I've got a role that's better suited for you, maybe.
I can't remember why I wanted my role, but yeah, I think we probably should have gone for other roles, but I'm still quite enjoying my role.
Yes, as am I. Like, I'm basically a big backpack that does hacking. And I float around and Zin interacts with my backpack to get loot out of it. And and I read to her, go, Zin, we got to go and do this. Okay. Zin, we need to get this thing. Okay. How do we do that? I don't know. And then 10 minutes later, I've got a manual telling us how to do that. Let me actually read it. So it's a load of little puzzles and communication things mixed with a little bit of very simple FPS gameplay. And it's pretty good fun. It's got quite an intriguing storyline. It's a little bit spooky. Yeah, it's good. Surprisingly good. So we're going to be playing that over early January, the rest of New Year. Something I do get asked about quite regularly is, where do I get the ideas for the Nord ads? Do you know, Sin? Do you want to answer?
I don't know where you get ideas for the Nord ads.
So the thing is,
he's just like, oh, I've got a treat for you. Got a new Nord ad ready for you to do. I don't know where the fuck you get them from.
There's a Princess Diana one, and Zin wouldn't let me put it up. There's the Father Nordmus one, was a lot more violent originally.
A lot more violent.
So they are literally me going, I need to record a Nord ad. What's the first thing that comes to mind in 2 minutes? And then I just do a little voice, or voices. It's literally that simple. There is no script. There might be a note of this, then this, then this, or something. But I promise you, they are just totally ad hoc, mad on the fly. I like to do, when we play games and stuff, especially for our mate Kit, who's Zin's best mate. I do silly voices, and random characters that I've developed over, some of them over a couple of years, and she absolutely loves them and just giggles at them. But they're just really dumb. I have little voices that live in my head that sometimes break out of me.
Shouldn't break out of you
in a lovely, wholesome way. It's wholesome voices. I won't do any of them now because I'm not sure what we're allowed to say in 2022, or we'll get you banned. So they're eclectic. They're eclectic voices. It's like watching an episode of Little Britain, I'll tell you that. But yeah, is there anything else sort of important? We're just waiting for Cloud Imperium really to get back from their holidays. So we'll be doing a load of 3.18 Wave 1 content for the first week or two of January. Then Cloud Imperium will be back in the office and starting to produce videos again, so we'll be responsive to that. And early February is when they're going to give the sort of expanded roadmap and talk about the sort of context and tone for 2023. What do you think that tone's going to be, Sin? Do you think it's going to be the genuine journey to 4.0 with them actually getting 4.0 out at the end of the year, and it's sort of the resource management system and stuff like that? Or do you think we have no real clue what's going to be in 2023 and it's going to be Cloud Imperium still going to be working that out?
I think they've probably got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But as we all know, Cloud Imperium's plans don't always come to fruition. Or ever.
Well, they have a plan, and then that gets heavily edited and changed, and they're after using you.
I think that if they were able to give us 4.0, they would. I think it's not like they want to hide it from us and keep it a secret. They want to give it to us, but it's not 3.18 isn't even in a position really to give it to us at the moment.
But they wanted it to be. They did plan for it to be live by the end of the year. So I think they are planning for 4.0 by the end of the year, for end of 2023. Is that a possibility? It's a possibility. Is it also a strong possibility that it might get delayed until the next year? Yeah. We're in the middle of a fire and we're constantly burnt. But I was trying to start a fire. So that's a positive, right? We can have a barbecue. That's my analogy there. It doesn't really go anywhere. Did it mean anything? Who knows? Some more of my homespun wisdom. So yeah, thank you very much for sort of supporting the channel over 2022, everyone. It's genuinely appreciated. Me and Zin and I, in fact, will be making a load more content for Star Citizen, a lot more gameplay in 2023, I suspect, because there's a load of stuff that I do want to do, and we want to start doing some medical gameplay stuff and actual rescuing people. I think that's a lot more viable, especially with the sort of platform missions around Horizon. But I do think that actually medical gameplay is going to be a lot more viable once we have more of the Death of the Spaceman mechanics in the game. But yeah, we're interested to know what your sort of favourite ships are, what were your favourite features in 2022? What do you think we're going to get in 2023? Do you think we'll actually have 4.0 by the end of the year? And what do you like about the channel? What sort of stuff do you want us to cover? Got any ideas for videos? Tell us how much you love us. If you don't like us, don't tell us that. Just tell us the good stuff. That's the only reason we read comments. I just delete the rest. Bam, delete, delete, delete. I've got an itchy delete finger today. Say goodbye, Sin.
Goodbye, Sin.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great new year and you had an awesome Christmas. And happy start to 2023. Do you have eyes? I know I do. Do you want precise eye and head tracking that's natively supported in Star Citizen for that deep immersion? And it just so happens that Tobii Eye Tracker 5 has a 20% off sale until the 2nd of January 2023. So go to tobii.gg/BoredGamer or follow the links down below to get your discount.
Ho ho ho! Merry Nordmas!
It's Santa!
No, Timmy, it's Father Nordmas. I'm legally distinct and spread NordVPN cheer. Here you go, little Tim. Have some discount on your next NordVPN purchase. Just what you wanted. Go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer.
But Santa, we don't want a VPN.
I told you, Tim, it's Father Nordmas.
Every month we have a ship giveaway. For December, we are giving away the mighty Drake Corsair Explorer with a Star Citizen game package and lifetime insurance. This no-nonsense Explorer can take you and 3 friends to the limits of adventure around the verse. And although more focused on exploration and expedition, it is a great multi-role mission runner too. Comment on any of my videos during December to be in for a chance of winning that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please don't forget to like and especially subscribe to the videos, leave comments, and if you feel so inclined, use the join button under my videos and give a little bit each month to help the channel. It really, really does help. Or you can even become a Patreon or donate. Check out all the links below. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great time in the verse.